Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving if you do celebrate it. And if not, then that was just a regular Thursday for you, so it's fine. For today's video, we're gonna go through my top and cheapest brushes for cream products. Now, cream products can be a little tricky, you know, especially if you're new in the makeup world. It can be a little weird to find the right brush for the right foundation, you know, the right coverage, making the brush do the best for your product, and especially keeping it all in the best interest of your wallet. So that's something really important. I do have in lineup around 7 brushes if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, if you want to see how you can save your money with some nice brushes on the drugstore, then just keep watching. Okay, so I know that I didn't do my homework in regards to price. I'm pretty sure that most of these brushes are under $10 or under $15. Tops $15. I will list the prices within the video and on the description below. I just wanted you to know that that's how cheap they're gonna be. They're not gonna be, I'm not talking cheap 20 bucks, I'm talking 12, 10, and below. I'm just gonna walk you through my top foundation brushes, and depending on the consistency of the product that we're going through and the coverage that we're looking for in each single product. So yeah, let's find out. So let's begin. For the first product, I'm actually gonna talk about, where is it? Okay, I wish I had it organized, but I didn't. Okay, so for the first product I'm gonna talk about, it's the e.l.f. Airbrush Dip Brush. This brush is amazing for very liquid and very light coverage products. On the regular, I do like to have very light coverage, you know, airbrush like foundation. I don't like to put on a lot of coverage. I mean, in general, I don't like it, but you know, for the day-to-day, I like it to be even lesser. So for foundations like the MAC Face and Body Foundation, which is very liquidy, very sheer, I do like this brush because it doesn't leave on strikes. You know, some brushes can leave the strikes, and it does, like, you know, make it sink into the skin. And I feel like this helps me work a lot when it comes to the product. You know, this product specifically wants to bring out the sheerness, the brightness into the skin, and I feel like this does this very well. I think the fact that it's not, you know, super packed or super spaced out brushes, the fact that it's in that in between, I feel like it makes it perfect. You know, stipple the foundation in. It does such a lovely work in regards to, you know, making the foundation sink into your skin. It's a really nice way to get, you know, just like a nice fresh, like, yeah, fresh is the word. Fresh is the word of this brush. It just makes your skin look fresh and healthy and hydrated. So I really like this. So second in line is the BH Cosmetics number 3. So this brush, I bought it with a whole bundle. I'm gonna leave it down below, the link to that specific bundle, because I don't really remember. It was a really nice bundle. It was like 20 bucks, but it brought like 15 brushes. So it's like, you know, it's very cheap to get the bundle. I don't know if they sell individually. Again, I'll put that below. But this brush saved my life when it came to the Rare Beauty foundation. Now, when I first tried this foundation, it didn't work on me. It didn't work with this because it left it streaky. Then with other brushes, you could feel the foundation, you know, stay on top of your skin. So it was very weird. I didn't like this at first, but it's just that you need to find the right brush for it. So I use this one, which it's not like intensely dense, but not loose at all. So with a liquid foundation, but with coverage, this is amazing. Like, I think this is the side where I did the Rare Beauty foundation again today, and it just makes it sink into my skin so beautifully. And I love the fact that this does not absorb the foundation. Like, I even over applied on this zone, and I could even like take it all the way across my face to do the rest. You know what I mean? Like, this does not absorb foundation. It's really good for coverage. It makes it sink in more. Foundations that have high coverage can be a little tricky so that they don't look cakey or so that they don't stay on top of your skin. I feel like this does the right job. It's just, I really don't need to say much about it. It just makes everything sink into the skin and, you know, keep the coverage. Then we got the Real Techniques Contour Brush. That's gonna be the third one in line. So this I like for hydrating stick foundations. So, you know, we went through liquidy sheer, then liquidy high coverage. Now we're going back to medium coverage and hydrating and stick. So the cool thing about this foundation is that it's very hydrating, but you know, it's not runny, you can keep it on the go. So it's very, I don't want to say hard because hard's not the word, but you know, it's a different formula. So essentially you need something that's gonna move it around, you know, it's gonna blend it out, but it's gonna keep that hydration and it's gonna keep it light on the skin. So I feel like this brush, because it's dense but not too dense, you know, it's round around the edges, it does a really good work of working the foundation around the face, but making it sink in. So a lot of what I'm gonna say, it's gonna be the same, but for different coverages and different foundations. And so what I usually like to do is I like to move it around and then just like stipple it in, just to kind of like fully sink foundation there. I think this is the side that I had, yeah. And it looks delicious. It just makes my skin look really, really nice, and I love that. Now we have the Morphe M439. So this is a super dense brush. Like you can see, it's a really dense packing brush. And what I like this for, it's for really high coverage and very dry foundations. So one of my favorite foundations is the Milani Perfect and Conceal foundation, but this is very dry. Like, kid you not, it's dry in the sense of the stick. It's very dry, so it's very hard to move around and at the same time keep the coverage. So I do like to go in with a little bit of spray, like setting spray, and just use this to move everything around and set it in, and I don't lose the coverage, and I get to move everything around so perfectly. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is perfect for matte, I feel. For me, for matte foundations, I feel like this is so perfect because it just moves everything in and it doesn't make it cakey because it's so dense. It keeps the coverage there and it's able to move everything around without leaving any marks. I really like this. It's really nice to blend hard stick foundations. That's what I really like this for very like tough matter things. I love that this is perfect for really, really glam stuff. Like this is perfect for high coverage stick foundations. Lovely. Like when I really want to go out and look great, this is what I definitely go for. Another really, really nice brush is the Morphe with Jaclyn Hill Jh08 brush. This brush is amazing, amazing, amazing for concealer. I really, really enjoy this. Like I cannot stress enough. I use this every single time I want to blend out concealers in general, light coverage and high coverage, because it's so dense that it just really, really works around anything. I cannot say nice enough things. This was the first brush and only brush that has made me blend concealer with brush because it's so nice and so lovely. Like it's just honestly chef kiss. Like it's so, like it's delicious. It blends everything so nicely. I have nothing else to say other than it blends everything so nicely. And it doesn't leave any marks. It doesn't leave anything, you know, like streaks. It just sinks everything ever so nicely into the skin. Like, there's nothing you can say about this brush that I won't like, so don't fight me. Then we got the e.l.f. Airbrush Blender. So this is a very big, dense brush. I really, really like this for cream bronzers or concealers that are, you know, used for bronzer, like anything liquid or cream. I feel like this does really well for both formulas. I really, really like this. Aside from the fact that this is humongous, like this is like you can do your bronzer in like 3 steps, like pop, 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 and it's done. It blends things out so nicely. I feel like since it's so dense, it's really hard to go, you know, wrong with this brush. Again, it blends everything out. It takes up most of my forehead, so it's like beep, 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 done. I really like this. It does the job. And I love how it looks. It looks so fancy and it's super cheap. Then the final brush, this doesn't even like, this has been so used. Oh my God, it's super beat up. It's the Real Techniques Stippling Brush. Now, I really like to use this for cream blushes. It's really, really nice to blend blushes out. It absorbs a little bit of the formula and it blends. I don't know, I just feel like you just beep, 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 and you're done. Like this blends things so nicely. It's really hard to go overboard with this because it just blends everything away so nicely that it just, it's lovely. I have not much to say about this. It's just regular and it's really nice. I honestly, it's just a really nice brush for blush. Like it's just nice. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. I would really like to know your thoughts around these products below. I would also like to know, you know, what brushes do you use for cream products? I feel like it can be a little tricky, you know, so it's really nice to get to know the best before you start spending your money on a bunch of brushes. Essentially, the more high-end ones, it can be very disappointing to just spend so much money and then having it not work for your skin. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.